Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my keybinds. So if you look in the bottom right, you may have noticed, especially in some of my older videos as well, like if you've seen some of those, that my keybinds seem kind of strange. I mean, on WASD, T, Y, and E are kind of weird, right? And same with C is a little bit less weird, but and then like 5 and then 7. So I'm sure some people, same with Z for my edit. I'm sure some people have probably been wondering what's up with that, and I figured I might as well make a video on it because I'm happy with the results. And just a quick little spoiler, I'm not on WASD. And that's kind of the whole secret behind it. It's kind of obvious now when you think about it like that, but it makes sense. My keybinds are strange in the sense of I edit with my pinky. So back on WASD, I would edit with left shift, but I eventually noticed that it slowed me down, because I mean I could edit fairly quickly with left shift, but it's still a much bigger key and it has 2 extra stabilizers on it because it's like a larger key around, that it's harder to press in and takes a bit more strength. So I decided just to move over 2 keys to R, D, F, and G. So that's what I move around with. So R to move forward, D to move left, F to move back, and G to move right. And that's kind of my setup now. And then I literally just shifted all my keybinds. So before I would be like Q, E, and R for my build binds, and then my mouse button. And yeah, so I swapped them over, and it didn't take a whole lot of getting used to because I didn't have to actually learn anything new. But this way I can now edit with my pinky, and I'm using Z, which doesn't have any stabilizers on it. And so now I'm able to edit a lot faster. But with a pinky edit, there's only so fast you can get. But with edit on release, it's definitely a lot faster than what a pinky edit would really be able to do now. I'm able to keep up with the majority of comp players. I'm not like your Raider 464 or anything though. My ping isn't really low enough to be an incredible mechanical demon. It says 15, but its XLX says 30. And yeah. I figured I might as well just kind of hop in, show you how it looks from a keyboard perspective, give more explanation on left shift, why I use it, and also my secret to having perfect movement without having perfect keybinds. This on my phone. I don't know how good the audio is going to be. I have it synced up with my mic. Maybe I'll just sync it up from there. This is my keyboard, Apex SteelSeries Pro, whatever. SteelSeries Apex Pro, my bad. This is just the Final Escape Town. That doesn't really matter. What does matter is, yeah, if I press WASD, I won't move, right? Like, sorry for the garbage camera quality. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my mic away. So if I press WASD, I'll move to the right. I move with RDF and G like this. So I'm walking around WASD, I'll only move to the right. So yeah, T for my builds, TY, TYQ and whatnot. It seems pretty simple, but it's really nice. And then especially if I look down, then Z is to edit. And see, I'm pressing Z with my pinky and not like with like my index finger or my ring finger or something like that, as I guess in a sense you would normally press the Z, right? So that's sort of kind of what my methodology is there. But I think what's really interesting is the fact that I'm using left shift still, or my pinky, to edit. And I figured I might as well just hop back in the game just to kind of show you that. So let's go. The reason I use my pinky to edit in game is rather simple. I started off on it back when I have a couple of reasons, I guess. So yeah, I started off on it back like probably like season 3 was I think when I changed it. And I changed it to left shift because that's what Mr. Fresh Asian at the time, or it might not have been season 3, but that's what he'd said to do when he was trying to coach like Muzelk and Lachlan and whatnot. And so I'd switched it then, and I could say the only reason I haven't switched is because it would be uncomfortable for me to switch. But that's honestly not the case. I stick on left shift because it's actually really valuable, in the sense of I can have like full range of movement whilst editing. Because if I'm pressing, say if I had to press E, or in my case T, to edit, I wouldn't be able to move right while editing. But here I'm able to move right while editing, and I'm able to move left while editing. It doesn't matter. Granted, when we get to the point of how I have perfect movement regardless, that point is sort of nullified, so it does come down to just have a pure preference for me and just what I'm comfortable with. I just kind of like it more. It doesn't interfere with any of my main fingers to edit, and I can just kind of do it whenever because my pinky is almost always dedicated to editing, except for crouching. Crouching is the only other thing my pinky is dedicated to doing. It has absolutely no other task, and I think that's really important, honestly. Okay, so you're probably wondering how I have perfect movement. Wait, I'm moving left and right without touching my keyboard, right? So this is my left hand, moving left and right. And that strategy, ignore the cable management, comes down to my foot pedals. My foot pedals are my method for moving left and right, and they're my double movement method. So if we look in my settings, we come in, see I'm bound left, move left to right, left bracket, move right to right bracket. So if I were to actually come into game, press the bracket key, I move right. And so I have my foot pedals bound to that as double movements. See, I'm running sideways. I'd have to move my mouse a bit more to do it. It's like something like that. Move your mouse there. So you're able to run sideways. And this gives me full control. So even if, say I'm pressing T and E to build my stairs and floors, I'm still able to move left and right while I'm doing that, see? Left, right, but I'm still spamming T and E and Y and whatnot. Obviously I have my wall on my mouse button, which by the way, admire my craftsmanship. My mouse button's broke, but I just 3D printed new ones, so yeah. Off topic, but yeah. That's sort of my strategy here. It's really clean. I'm really starting to get the hang of it now. It's been a little bit, and I haven't really noticed how just useful it is until just barely. So I'm excited to see the future on it, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, here I'll show you just kind of how it kind of looks to have, in a sense, full movement control while free building. So yeah, let's hop into it. That's just kind of a glimpse into what I'm able to do, especially with foot pedals. It's a whole lot better for double movement wise than the tape method, because the tape method relies solely on if you're actually able to click your movement left, right, or anyways. By tape method I mean taping two keys in a sense together so that you have double movement every time. This way it's a lot more controllable with foot pedals, and you don't have to be pressing your move right key to move right as well, because you can still press it with your foot. yeah. And then on top of that, RDFG is really, really nice for me. If you edit with your pinky as well, I would really recommend giving it a try. And editing with Z or even X or C if you want to keep moving over for some strange reason. The only issue I've had with it is creative. Creative messes up your keybinds. That and there's like a few things like the Marvel knockout mode. It'll mess up with your keybinds a little bit, but it's really not that big of a deal unless you avidly play Marvel knockout. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a lot easier to press Z than it is to press left shift with your pinky. And by editing with my pinky for the past 3 years, I've got one beefy pinky compared to your average person, I would say. And so I find that pretty funny. That's just a fun fact that my pinky's stronger than yours. I mean, nothing really much to it. I really enjoy left shift edits. It's really nice, especially in comp when your edits need to just be consistent and not flashy. When double edits, binds and stuff are really just kind of not worth it. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun making this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little fun segments and whatnot, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.